This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
Talk about stepping up. Bang! Bang!
It's time to level up your game. Introducing the all-new ESPN app. All of ESPN, all in one place. Your home for the most live sports and the best championship moments.
The electricity is palpable.
Step up your game with no annual contract required. It's the ultimate fan experience. Level up for more on the ESPN app or at stream.espn.com. Sign up now.
All right, welcome back to 9 to Noon. I'm Alec Lewis. I cover the Vikings for The Athletic.
Yes, sir.
I'm here with Mike Mussman.
Hi, buddy.
How are you, man?
I'm outstanding. I mean, are you kidding? Second day of the fair, and I don't want to jump out of this window?
Were you already here yesterday?
Oh, yeah. Of course I was.
I
it's
mean,
the 12 days of hell. I'm going to be here for...
No, you love it. You love the listeners.
9. Oh, I love the listeners.
You love the listeners. You would never disrespect the listeners.
No.
So that's why you're here.
It's the fair itself, yeah.
So let me get
You're
this.
bringing me in extra. Then it's because I love you.
But you're doing the pregame tonight, too, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean,
it's been a long day.
So you're working the whole day. I mean,
Yeah. I got absolutely destroyed in the initials.
you were on the morning show.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my.
I've been up
feel
since
bad now?
4 in the morning for crying out loud. Yeah, no, it was SC, and it was, you're like, if you ever play initials,
Yeah, I'm terrible.
there's some that you get, and you're like, oh my God, I get all of them. And then there's others you're like, I'm the dumbest person on the planet. That was me this morning. And it was SC, and I just decided to just guess strip club the whole time.
You didn't get one.
Not a one.
Who won?
It was Meat Sauce.
Of course.
Saucy won. He beat out his brother and David and Greg Swedberg.
I wish people. So I mean, you're acting like you've got a for the people listening who don't see it. You've got a laptop here with more Vikings notes than I've ever had. Like I mean, look, we got Oscar Chapman notes in your computer here.
Well, we want to talk a little bit about the banana ball.
Can you send me like your notes? I mean, I know you text me in the morning. What people don't know is on a game day morning, the first text I get, and I'm bleary eyed. I just went out the night before a game. Of
course you did.
And I've got a text from Muss that is like
7 o'clock in the morning.
A 5-paragraph essay of just like Jeff Okudah, big game today. I'm like, he's all over.
Well, the thing is okay, so I'll give you the ideas of what I might bring up in our segments, and then the reason why I would bring it up.
I love it.
And then if you want to use the stats that I looked up or sought out myself, go right ahead. But yeah, no, it is. It's a toil, man. It really is.
I mean, but I just hope people know when you're hosting this thing on the Vikings Audio Network tonight, the pregame show, which I assume I'm joining that.
Yes, unless you heard something different.
No, I guess I'll join. That just means at the fair.
Let's get to the car and the media lot and find out.
Absolutely. No, but I just want people to know the work that you put in. So I
appreciate that.
How many days are you doing at the fair?
I'm because we have the game tonight. So then I'm not going to be doing my show live on K102. So I get off. Oh my God! I know. So it's going to be 9 days. 9 days of the 12 days of hell.
Do you 12 days of hell? So do you like it or what?
The fair?
Yeah.
No. No, I mean, here's the
I'm
thing.
getting the sense you don't like it.
Okay, again, I love the people. I love all you guys. But the fair itself.
Swedberg was not happy with you this morning.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
So choose your words
but
carefully.
But that's the thing is, if you work 28, this is my 28th state fair.
I was going to ask.
And if you're doing that many days for 28 years,
that's unbelievable.
You get a little jaded.
It's like 260 fair days.
And me and Alec are 28 years old.
Thanks.
I wasn't going to say that.
Wow. You want to kick me right in the pills now? Jeez. Thanks, Brett.
Yeah, welcome to the fair for the second straight days. Now we're just going to rip you for...
Yeah, no. It's all good. It's just, it just cracks me up that, I mean, I would love to just come out here just for funsies and just hang out, and that's why I think everybody has a great time.
Of course.
Because they come out here once, maybe twice. But when you 28 years and all those days, walking through the fair with purpose is the most agitating thing ever because no one else does.
No, everyone's leisurely. I mean, it's they're just happy-go-lucky out here.
And I always joke about it. We're on streets. So if you're going to stop and share food or whatever, pull over to the curb.
You could do like a bit or a segment, like the fair things that make you most...
agitated. The one other one that I absolutely love, and I think it's hilarious, and I think it's actually very, very mean, is that when you go to the Miracle of Birth over here.
Sure.
Okay? And so
You frequent over there?
you're standing there with a pork chop, and you're eating a pork chop, and you're looking at these little piglets, and the whole thing is you're just going, yeah, that's right. Eat up, buddy, next year. We got you.
Muss. Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Well, I didn't do it. But no, there's awesome things about the state fair, and I love Minnesota.
Yeah. So what do you like? I asked Krasinski this. What about the fair? Like what
I do have some minor breaking news here regarding your Minnesota Wild. The contract extension that we've all been waiting for. Marco Rossi, but he has re-signed with the Wild 3 years, $15 million. So obviously, $5 million AAV.
He skates really well.
I know you're a giant hockey guy, and you can tell his gait from the others,
and the way he's able to control the puck.
Oh yeah, his hands are unbelievable. Yeah.
I would have to think there's some assurances of where he's going to play in the lineup because it was controversial where he was just buried on the fourth line the entire playoff run because they were convinced he couldn't score, even though he did. But there you have it. 3 years, $15 million for Marco Rossi. So he's staying in town, which I'm a big fan of.
Look at you, like really working, like actually working.
Yeah,
well, it's a good.
I'm getting. I'm working the Thielen angle, and Brett's working the Rossi angle.
There you go.
He's trying to become.
How close are we on the Thielen angle?
What'd you say?
How close are we on the Thielen?
It doesn't. What I would say right now, this will get aggregated, but it doesn't.
Don't you love that?
It doesn't sound like something is like imminent right now, this instant. But I do feel like if Carolina does get to a place where the Vikings offer or ask meets closer to where they probably want, wouldn't shock me. So it's Adam Thielen's 35th birthday today, by the way.
Yeah.
So can you imagine a birthday present? You get to come back home.
Great Adam Thielen story is that many years I worked up at WeFest, and I'm backstage. I'm talking to one of the volunteers that's from Detroit Lakes, and they're like, "Oh man, you got to really watch this Adam Thielen. He's going to be something." I'm like, "Okay, whatever." And he introduced me to him. I'm like, "All right, cool, great." And he's going to Mankato State. And I'm like, "All right, he's going to play in the NFL." I'm like, "Okay, sure, whatever."
Sure you are, buddy.
Right? Yeah. And I was like, I was kind of a D-bag about the whole thing.
So you're not an NFL scout.
No. So when he made it to the actual squad, the 53, I ran into him because I do charity events with him. And
please tell me you remember.
Foundation. He was like, "Yeah, that was cool." Remember you said I wasn't going to be there? I'm like, I didn't say you weren't. I just laughed when they said it.
What if you were the driving force behind his career?
I was going to say.
Could have been.
The motivational.
Think about it.
You're welcome, Adam.
Yeah. No,
you doubted me.
Right.
You doubted me.
Right. Adam Thielen should be on the Wikipedia, motivated by Muss. Is there anything at the fair where you're like, I love the food there. I love this item. Like, is there, you've done this, you've been here so long that, like, there's got to be something that you would recommend. Like, someone comes from out of town and they ask you, all right, Muss, you go to the fair more than anybody else. What do I do? What do I get? What is your answer?
You got to get cheese curds, but get them early. So, like, this is day 2, right?
Okay.
So this is when you do this. Like, yesterday, it was clean enough because probably tomorrow, the streets are going to be just, like, almost like Vegas streets, just with a whole lot of smell and awfulness. Day 1, if you go and get the Sweet Martha's cookies, if you drop one on the ground, you could still pick it up and eat it. Today, I wouldn't do that. Now we're starting to, and that's the other thing. Sweet Martha's, my goodness, you get the bucket, you get the cone. they mound so many cookies in there. You're like, I just want to take this home, but there's just too many cookies.
Well, and then if you ask them to not do that, they all fit. Oh, sorry, we can't do that.
Right.
They have to stack them. Why? I can't eat that.
That's because the poor kids that are working at the desk or working at the front counter, they're Sweet Martha is sitting back there with one of those yardsticks, and if they don't mount it, you're getting beat. No, I don't think that's a real thing.
For legal reasons, that's a joke.
Right. I do love this. Is my father-in-law. This is the first year he hasn't worked out here. He worked for many, many years, and he had the best bit. Is that he would go right over by CCO there, right where that Sweet Martha's is, and he would stand there, and he's like, as an older guy, I would just stand there and just forlorn and just look sad. And people would walk away,
give him
too
cookies.
many damn cookies,
Yeah.
and they're like, would you like a cookie? And he never paid for one damn cone or bucket of cookies his whole life.
It's not like working in this booth.
Yeah.
You'll just come up.
Someone dropped off the Blue Barn.
Blue Barn's awesome.
It is good.
Yeah.
We got like a hot chicken on a stick.
Oh, that Nashville chicken is
We
super
got
good.
fritters and stuff. Anyway,
Mini don't go for another mini.
Yeah, have another one of those. All right, well, we got Muss here at the fair. We're probably going to go to break here. I think that's, you're a radio guy. That's what you're supposed to do.
I don't pay attention to the clock at all.
No.
The amount of time.
Are we straddling? Are we going to straddle? We have to straddle.
No,
we are straddling.
Well, we need to straddle.
We're about 44 seconds late to straddle.
We're going to go to break. I'm like a quarterback trying to watch the clock. It's really hard. All right, that's 9 to noon. We'll be back with Muss. Probably talk a little Vikings here with Brett Blakemore producing. I'm Alec Lewis. You're listening to KFAN. State Fair with the biggest State Fair fan in the state, Muss, who's just raving about the fair.
I'm doing everything I can to possibly, at some point, they're going to go, you know what? Everyone should come out to the fair for my heart, except that guy. But I haven't gotten there yet.
The power trip have been trying for a long time to make that work. They're still getting dragged out here. But once
between hockey and I, there's not two people that really despise having to come out to the fair.
It's funny because hockey. I think he's in Vegas right now.
He is.
He's always in Vegas. How does he always go to Vegas?
I don't know. And now he's getting paid to do it.
He's
That's
always he's there.
Normally he loses money there. Now he's making.
That's it. Oh, that's when the state fair is. Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, so that's
funny.
Honestly, that's why my wife and I got married. And congratulations to us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I outkicked my coverage. 0828 is our anniversary, and we did it on purpose so that way I could get out of the fair.
Brilliant. That's great.
Yeah.
Expert analysis. I want to say, so you said hockey.
Yes.
The pregame shows.
Yes.
I got to apologize about last year.
What? Well, it just you couldn't find the booth.
I can't. It's impossible in these stadiums to find the booth.
Right.
And you're never there. So Chris has to come find me somewhere, and I'm loitering.
And I'm tap dancing. And
you're just hanging out. Then I got to call Chad Abbott, and he's getting mad, and it's a disaster.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Well, then that's the other thing is like at US Bank Stadium, there's this place called the Founders
Club.
Well, yeah. I've been there twice, and both times I've had to have people help me get out of the building because I have no idea where it is. It's like the fair here for me. I know where Media Lot is. I know where Cafe Carib is. I know where
you get Media Lot?
Turkey to Go.
Turkey to Go. I like Turkey to Go.
Turkey to Go is outstanding. And then I know where K102 and, of course, then the giant slide. Otherwise, people come up and like, hey, do you know what's on Machinery? No, never been there. I have no idea. So U.S. Bank is the same thing. I go in the same door, and I just go up the elevator, and I go right into the booth, and I don't really traipse around, so I get lost.
At the top of the show, I was saying, like, that booth, you guys got a great setup. I mean, for people who don't know, it's like a suite. You got, soda on ice, whatever you want in there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
it's quite nice.
Nothing but the best for you guys.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and then the food sometimes is good, but...
Sometimes.
No, but it's free, so what are you going to do? But no, absolutely, it is one of the coolest things to be a part of. This will be my 17th season.
Just going to ask how long you've been doing it.
Yeah, and I love it. It's so much fun. To be a fan for the Minnesota Vikings. I don't want to do like the fan line people who call in and like, I've been a fan my whole life.
I've been a season ticket holder for 65 years.
But I have been a fan my whole life, as it works out. And I absolutely love it. And honestly, it's the most sober I've ever been on Sundays in quite some time.
What is your earliest Vikings memory?
Oh, man. So I can't go into that story. That one goes a little too deep. But no, I just remember like the Tony Dorsett, the return for 99 yards. That was great. Not a great moment for the Vikings, but that one stands out.
It's kind of poetic.
Yeah. But I think mostly is my interaction and my opportunity that I got to like become good friends with Jared Allen and Heath Farwell and Steve Hutchinson and all of those guys. They're big country fans, and so that helped out with that. But and there's some other stories we can't talk about. But
when you bring up Jared Allen, it's
no, it was a lot of fun, and I just to be able to be that close to everything in the Vikings now from when I was a kid is crazy to me.
Yeah,
and then now. My wife actually has become a huge fan of the Minnesota Vikings only because she's got the hots for Kevin O'Connell. I'm serious. I'll come home and she's like, "Did you see what Kevy said with the team after the game in the locker room?"
Names now.
Oh yeah, and I'm like, "Who? What? No, I didn't even watch that." What are you doing?
Those locker room post game videos, though. I mean, he has mastered that.
Oh.
I mean, and the social media team, like they. I mean, look,
the VEN's so good. Yeah.
I can't blame. I mean, look, this guy knows what he's doing. I mean, he's
fantastic. That third quarter, that was outstanding. He throws out an F-bomb, but everything else was really, really cool.
So good.
Yeah, it was just so amazing. And then my wife is always like, "So when do I get to meet KOC?" And I'm like, "Because you call him Kevy, never."
It's not gonna happen.
We're not doing that. I'm like, I haven't even met the guy yet. But no, it's just so cool to be a part of the Vikings radio network, now the Vikings audio network, and then just having the access that we get.
Yeah.
And then you know this more than I, because you get to, and it's part of your job, but you're there at TCO
every day.
You're covering everything. You get to know these guys personally, and that's also what I love about doing like Vikings country, because I actually get to know these people, and it's more than just a helmet, Yeah,
I mean, that's the thing is, like, I mean, I tell people all the time, for me, the most fun part of the job is the stories about the people and what they've overcome and the people around them and what they've, watching what they've overcome, like how much they enjoy that. That is, I mean, this when I sit up with you in the press box before a game, it's just like the joy of talking about people that you watch the arc of their career. Like a great example this year is Theo Jackson. Like I've seen for 3 years, this guy who was cut by the Titans, picked up by the Vikings, just behind the scenes, work his butt off every single day, establish relationships in the locker room with your Cam Bynums, with your Harrison Smith, garner trust of the coaching staff, and nobody ever knows Theo Jackson. Nobody knows his backstory. Nobody knows that he's navigated a stutter for most of his life and overcome that. Like nobody, you wouldn't know. And now he gets, after all this work, after what he's been through in life, gets to have this opportunity to play safety every down in a meaningful, highly regarded defense. Like, how cool is that opportunity? So it never gets old getting to see these guys, and it's coaches too, navigate what they navigate and then, find their way to this stage. Like it doesn't get old.
And the tough part is, especially when you look like a guy like Harrison Phillips, right? I love that guy.
I was going to ask you.
Like some of the best interviews I've ever had on Vikings country multiple times, and just a quality human being. I love the dude, and it was very shocking to go, oh, they're getting rid of Horrible Harry.
Did you see it in real time, or did you find out later that night, or when?
No, I found out later that night.
Okay.
Yeah, because I honestly didn't believe it. I was like, oh, okay, this is one of those things. I better make sure there's a check, which doesn't matter anymore on X. And but I was like, okay, this is crazy. And then you look back at it and you go, okay, I can do the reasoning for it and stuff like that. And he's a professional and he knows it. And just had a baby, and he and his wife are just absolutely lovely. I just love those guys.
Yeah.
And, those are the parts where you're just like, it sucked that when really good people have to leave or are made to leave, that part sucks. And that's why, like, tonight's game is going to be really tough, because there's going to be, on Tuesday, some people that aren't going to be on this team that are just quality human beings and just, not even bad football players. Just we got to get to 53.
One of the guys, like, I was thinking about this after last weekend's game. So Lucky Jackson, I don't know, like, very few people know this guy's story, but he was in the Canadian Football League playing for the Edmonton Elks. Then he gets an opportunity in the UFL playing for the DC Defenders, and he was an unbelievable receiver. Gets a shot with the Vikings 3 years ago. Late in the season, works every single day to learn the offense, to improve as a route runner. Then he becomes the leader in the clubhouse for a depth receiver spot. And then last Saturday, the second preseason game, he drops multiple passes. Yeah. And I mean, I've had conversations with people, and it's like, does he work so tirelessly for this one opportunity? Did he just squander it in 3 hours of gameplay after all of the work? And you really take a step back. And again, this is a bottom line business.
Oh, yeah.
It's results based. Everyone listening to this show wants to see this team win. And to do that, you got to have the best players. But like, you think about the amount of work, the amount of, just stresses this guy's been under for multiple years now on the bubble of this roster. And did he lose potentially his one shot in one preseason game? It just, you really, I mean, it just hits you. There's no question in my mind.
What's crazy about it too, Alec, is that you see some of these players, and we've all done it as fans, like, that guy sucks, this guy shouldn't be here, blah, 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 blah. But if you knew them, and you went to high school with them, and you're like, this is the greatest athlete I've ever been around. And can't make it. That's how hard it is to play in the NFL and be on the 53. And it's so crazy that people are like, oh, I always pull back a lot when I'm like, I don't want to say somebody sucks or somebody's not doing their job right or whatever. I mean, I harken back to Christian Ponder. Well, I mean, he's just a punching bag joke, for most people. But that was one of the greatest quarterbacks at FSU.
State,
and
probably in high school.
And so people that played with him, people who were around him, they're like, this guy is legit. And they get in the NFL, and it just didn't work. It's tough, but I just hate when people just start hating on players and are like, oh, that guy needs to be benched. But
it's a good reminder. And the Phillips thing, like, I sat there Thursday night and I'm thinking, I mean, I got to reach out to him, but, when am I going to get the chance to talk to him in person after all the time he gave me as a reporter? But that's Muss. I'm Alec Lewis. I cover the Vikings for The Athletic. We are in for PA with Brett Blakemore producing on 9 to noon, and we'll be back for the final segment at the State Fair.
Right.
Common Man's in the building. I mean, he's got the headband on. Probably talk about golf here shortly.
Where'd you hit it on one?
Right up the gut.
We will be back on KFAN. Segment here at the State Fair. We got
our hype man. We got our hype man.
What's that
man?
hoodie? I've never seen that hoodie.
Just got it.
You play golf today, by the way?
No, I had to go to I'm almost blind. I got my eyes dilated because I had to get a glaucoma test. I don't even know who the hell you people are. This is the K102.
They don't know.
Right. Hey.
I'm Alec Lewis.
Glaucoma, whatever. However you get your weed is how you get your weed.
9 to noon, final segment here with Muss and Brett Blakemore, who's done a great job producing after navigating the traffic. And it was the morning was, how early did you get here?
Oh, I was here very, very early.
I mean, the traffic was unbelievable.
Traffic is terrible. It just, honestly, I thought they were actually going to paint the giant slide orange and then the stripy reflective thing, because there's just so much construction everywhere. And what's confusing to me about it, and it's not ripping the DOT. I love that you're doing your job, but there's so many spots where I'm like, but there's not a crane, there's not a truck, nobody's doing anything.
Yep.
And you're like, I guess I'll just ride 100 this whole way. This is fun. It's great.
Do you think you will ask me? So we're going to do pregame tonight, the Vikings Audio Network.
Yeah.
You're going to be, what time do you guys start?
5 o'clock.
Okay, 5 o'clock. Do you think you will be asking me about Adam Thielen tonight?
I will throw out the Thielen possibility. Also, talk a little bit about Max Brosmer.
Yeah.
Do you think?
What have you thought of Max Brosmer?
I think he has looked fantastic. I think he like the eye test looks like he's able to do what he needs to do in a very difficult offense. By the way,
yeah.
Sam Howell. Yeah, he was 1 for 5.
You got it right here in your notes. 1 for 5, 13 yards.
Yeah, I mean he went the first quarter 9 offensive plays, 0 for 3 with an interception. But also he was playing the ones.
Yeah,
and so it's tough to say in that regard. But also because he's a vet, you need those eyes to help out your young quarterback. So that way, when they're coming off the field and JJ's coming off the field, like, here, what did you see? Here's this. Obviously, he's got a great coaching staff, but also there's got to be somebody there where it's like, okay, non-coach, here we are, friends, helping you out kind of thing. And having a vet in that QB2 makes me feel like Sam may have the upper hand.
What else are you curious about from we're going to be talking tonight. What else is on your mind? I mean, what are you planning? Punter, special teams. What else you want to talk about?
The Chapman thing is really interesting.
Yeah,
because
Oscar Chapman.
Yep, because the fact that they had him not only punting, but then also holding for snaps, and so that was kind of interesting. I was like, okay, is this like a message to Ryan Wright that you got to step up or whatever?
I'll tell you what I know about the punter situation right now. Ryan Wright has not been great over the last couple weeks in camp, and so there is right now. I see that. I see this as an opportunity for Oscar Chapman, the undrafted punter from Adelaide, Australia.
Yeah,
played at college ball at Auburn. In my opinion, he has an opportunity tonight to really push to be the Vikings punter this year. That'd be kind of interesting. You'd have an Alabama-Auburn special teams group with Will Reichard and Oscar Chapman. But, look, Ryan Wright, and we talked about it with PA, talked about it probably in the second hour with John Krasinski. Like, the punting for this team, the special teams for this team, has just not risen to the level that you'd hope it would be to give you a chance on the margins in these games. So I view tonight, while I'm excited as you to watch Max Brosmer, these punts are going to matter. That's just the nature of it.
Right. And then the return game as well, who's going to be the return specialist for us. And it looks like Miles Price is really putting a good show on. Obviously last week he had a decent punt return, and then which was called by KOC, which was awesome, and then also the 81-yard return, the kick return.
I will say, if Ryan Wright doesn't get the job, it will be really sad for me because we'll have to retire this.
He ain't heaven. He's a punter.
And now that would be gone.
Right.
It'd be gone forever.
Yeah. You love the Nordo sound bites.
It's so much fun. It's almost just as fun because he makes them. Yes. But then if you play them, he doesn't like it. So, something in there just makes me laugh, and I enjoy it.
RB3 will also be an interesting thing.
Yeah, I've had a couple, I will say I've talked to people around the league, not associated with the Vikings, who have asked me questions like, is Ty Chandler going to make the team? What do they think about Xavier Scott? So, from a depth perspective, that this is really the time for people listening, whether you're here at the show, at the State Fair, driving around or whatever. Like, the phones are very active right now, be it reporters' phones, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. Like, we talked the other night. He's like, I got a 5-minute dinner because I got to be on calls. That's just the nature of things right now, is that it is so fluid. And you're right to bring up RB3, because I'd say Ty Chandler has never lacked for juice in the run game. Mm-hmm. The issue has been how much can he master the offense? And then in the pass-catching game, can he be reliable? Xavier Scott has been this
former wide receiver,
main wide receiver, emerged out of nowhere. And how about his play in that first preseason game? It was impressive.
Yeah. And then last week, the numbers weren't as great, but that's just too much to judge at that point. But how weird is it that when we're going into this season, in the preseason, thinking about, cornerback. Yeah, we're thin. We're issues. Now wide receiver, we're thinner.
And I said, I recorded a podcast the other night after the Harrison Phillips trade, and one of the things I said was, I'm still eyeing that cornerback spot. If they don't, they have faith in Byron Murphy Jr., obviously. It's why they paid them what they did. Isaiah Rodgers has been a Brian Flores target for a long time, and then Jeff Okudah has as well, and Jeff Okudah's looked pretty good. But the question is, if one of those guys goes down, mm-hmm. do you have any faith in Mekhi Blackman, who hasn't had the best camp, Dwight McGlothern, who's never played in meaningful time, has ball skills but hasn't been consistent, and then Zemiah Vaughn, this intriguing undrafted guy from Utah? Like, do you have any faith in those guys if they have to play against T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, Zay Flowers, A.J. Brown? I'd be pretty skeptical. Now, the depth for cornerbacks among any NFL team right now is probably, you could have this similar conversation, but with the Vikings having the expectations that they have, I really still, if it were me, I'd push for some depth signing at that position. Do you think I'm crazy?
No, not at all. But Theo Jackson was on with the Power Trip, and he was talking about how that front seven is so good. And he's like, they make us look really good on the backside of that. So,
and that's really the bet that they've made. The Vikings have essentially this offseason made the bet that such an impressive front seven and pass rush can paper over for any issues you might have on the back end. And we'll see over the course of the season if that bet pans out. I think I'd rather have an elite pass rush than the most sticky cover guys who do often tend to get hurt. But again, we'll see if Brian Flores and that approach pays off.
Week one, as we're going in and taking on the Bears, and when you and I are doing our segment, I'm going to ask you about JJ, what kind of numbers you think he might be sitting at. JJ McCarthy, of course, but also Justin Jefferson. I think he's going to actually suffer, given the fact that they're going to run the ball a lot more. He probably won't be hit as often, certainly isn't going to get the vertical, and this team needs to have yak.
Well, that's what... What's controversial about it?
Justin Jefferson's going to suffer.
Well, I would say...
his numbers are going to.
If you're going to find a receiver...
You're wishing ill will on him.
You're going to find a receiver who's, willing and able to be okay with any minor dip over the course of the season... Justin Jefferson would probably be a guy who'd be okay. And I think Muss is right. Like, the run game is going to be a key part of the scaffolding. You have a whole radio show. You're hopping on now?
I can't believe I'm on 9 to noon. I've always wanted to be on 9 to noon.
Have you never been on before?
No, are you kidding me?
We didn't clear this.
On with a national treasure?
You're going to...
and that's the only reason I'm on, because if he was here, I wouldn't be allowed.
Not even a segment.
I've never got to do radio with you. I've always kind of wanted to do it.
What? Haven't we invited you?
No.
Take a guess why. No, I'm just... Here's what I tell people. I've only got 3 hours a day, and I got plenty to say. So.
I know you do. Yeah, the funniest thing is, I said the other day, I saw you in the studio, and I was leaving after 9 to noon as you eat a bite of French toast, whatever that is. And I said,
Wait, you eat on the air?
Yeah.
No.
I said, what'd you do this morning? You're like, I played golf. I said, how'd you play? You said, you'll find out shortly.
Find out short little reel of topic.
No, I've always wanted to do. I've always read.
He's a big golfer too.
Yeah. We were talking about
Alec likes
certain
golf.
courses. Yeah.
You want to play sometime?
Yeah, were you going to have me? Are you going to do the same thing you're going to do about
That's going to be early in the morning, though.
Well, how early?
Well, 6:30.
And what are you going to do on one?
Hit it right up the gut. I'll let you guys get back to your stuff. All I know is, here's what I would do.
Okay, yeah.
I would sign 5 running
backs and do it. Yeah.
By the way, you know what? Here's what's crazy. I got mocked and ridiculed for that because no wide receiver, no running back would want to share time in the backfield. I got it. Somebody sent me a screenshot. My boy,
Drew Rosenhaus.
The New England Patriots running back saying we love splitting the backfield because it's.
You're going to get 2 running backs in the backfield this year.
It's less wear and tear on our body.
Yeah.
So imagine if you add 3 running backs, that's even a third less wear and tear on your body. And don't tell me that if you went up to Derrick Henry and Saquon and said, "We're going to pay you the exact same amount of money, but instead of carrying the ball 25 times, you're going to only have to carry it 8." And they're going to go, "Same money, 8. I only get hit 8 times.
Yeah,
I'm in." Because none of those guys care anymore at this point. They just
your Lions kind of do something similar to that.
We call it Thunder and no
Sonic and Knuckles.
That's what I call it.
Yeah. No, I like your idea. It'd be you've brought it to me about 9 times thus far, but I haven't been able to throw it to the Vikings front office yet.
Why don't you bounce it off O'Connell and see what he said? Okay. He'll dismiss it because he's a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah.
Do we really believe that? You know what I read today? Now,
fish wrap back.
It was one of the fish wraps where they basically said, well, they could get what quarterback they were going to get some I don't know if it was true. They were going. It was Suan. He was going over the different quarterbacks they could get, and one was, well, why couldn't they get something out of him? Look what he's done with Darnold. It's like, do we really believe that no matter who the quarterback is, he can turn him into the comeback player of the year? Are we convinced of that really? No matter who the quarterback is.
3 seasons with the Vikings, he's proved a lot of that.
You're hot out of the gate. I mean, this.
Well, I just know.
Then he went with the Rams.
No.
I will say this. Stafford.
I will say this: the system is the infrastructure is set up beautifully for a quarterback to rise to a certain level. But I do think there's Sam Darnold's arm talent cannot be mitigated. The guy can. I mean, it's an unbelievable arm.
Why doesn't Shanahan and the 49ers get any credit for Darnold? He was with that team for an entire year and watched them go to the big game. He watched him. So he watched Purdy.
Have you been sitting on this?
Oh, no, I've used this many times, but people won't listen to me because they all want to believe that everybody here in Minnesota is the greatest, whether it's coaching staff, players, ownership, every team. It's the duckies and bunnies of radio. It's like, I'll give O'Connell his credit, but to suggest it's all that all of us in has to do, he goes, Mike Mussman, you will be a great quarterback and touch, and suddenly
I would believe him.
Well, maybe you would.
Muss, what?
I believe.
Muss, what do you think?
I'm skeptical.
What do you think?
I know that with Kevin O'Connell, what he's shown, what he's done with the quarterbacks that we've had in the first 3 years of his career.
He's really done a great job.
No,
I'm talking more of a robotic voice.
But you're looking like
he's won double-digit games 2 out of the last 3 seasons with the roster that they had to turn over from a salary cap perspective. Now, I will say,
what happened in year
I don't use the phrase quarterback whisperer at all whatsoever.
You use Q dubs.
No, yeah, there you go.
QB dubs.
I'm glad you could bring the running back strategy and idea, though. I've been waiting. I know.
Well, think about it. It's now. How about your guy Aaron Glenn? They were talking about what if Fields can't throw the ball. He goes, who said it's a passing league? Did you see the quote from Glenn?
I saw, yeah. I saw.
Who said it's a passing league?
And he said the Eagles, they were number 1 in running. Yeah, they also have A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, and then they have the best offensive line in Saquon Barkley. So they
were 29th in passing and number 1 in running. It's a running league.
29th in passing, I think that was cherry picked.
Do you think he was just?
I think that was a little. But you bought it.
No, because here's what happens. Here's
are those Prada sunglasses?
It has been. It has been a passing league, right? So what do the guys like Shanahan do? The genius, they go.
The quarterback whispers.
Yeah, no, that's what they do. They go, well, if they're going to pass all the time, or if they, so it's a passing league, so the defense are all built to stop the pass. Right. We'll go back to running the ball, and then all of a sudden the other teams get out there and go, we don't have any run stoppers in our line. We don't know how to work it. Why do you think they're so successful?
Copycat.
It's now everybody's wanting to run the ball.
Yeah.
Everybody's wanting to run the ball.
I want to tell you something. So yesterday, I was listening to your show in the afternoon.
Oh,
and you
nothing
were
else to do, huh?
No. I listen every day. And I think you were saying that they traded the Hitman. Were you saying that?
Oh my gosh.
And I'll tell you. And listen, my phone was out of battery, and I'm listening in the car. The people around me know this. I almost.
Did you get reeled in?
I was racing. I was.
Listen up. How tall are you and how much do you weigh?
6 foot 170 or something.
Where's the splash?
I was driving around like a madman trying to get up to a phone charger.
We're catching relief.
I got so many texts as well. It was like, oh my gosh. People, my buddies and my brother, are like, I can't believe it. Why would they?
And I'll tell you this. I'll tell you this. I texted Harrison Smith's agent after, and I said, no. I knew it was not true. Trust me. And I said, Johnny. I just heard this on the radio, and I didn't have my phone. I almost crashed. I mean, it was bad. It was bad. I don't know how I didn't tell you that at the beginning.
That's so good.
Yeah, it wasn't good at the time. The blood pressure.
It was perfect. Harrison Phillips. So I just say uncomfortable.
You said I see people in the crowd with 22 jerseys, and this is like something the pull ads would do. I'm like, what is going on?
I said my favorite was it was unconscionable. My favorite thing, Rosen. Okay, Rosen gets.
Did you get Rosen going on that?
Well, this was a different one.
Oh,
he got tickets to see Bargatze, right?
Oh yeah.
So he's thinking he's going to be in the front row. Mm-hmm. He gets 200 section tickets, and he's bitter. So he comes on the air the next day, and I look at him and I go, I don't even say, welcome, Mark Rose. The first thing I just go, the only word I can think of is humiliating. He goes, what do you mean? I go, you must have been humiliated sitting in the 200 section.
I love how he played it off.
And he was.
He played it off as like, best seat in the house.
What did you think of that food, by the way?
It's really good.
Did you have the hot chicken?
Yeah. Have you ever had it?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, it's so good.
Is it?
Yeah.
So you're a fair guy?
I used to be the Taste Fairy.
I don't know.
The Subway thing.
I don't know.
I did a Subway commercial as the Taste Fairy.
And see, this is the problem.
Yeah. Go look for them. They're bad. I like the fair. I enjoyed the fair.
Okay. Thanks.
I can barely see. Thanks for having me.
No, you can stay on. Football. You're bashing Kevin O'Connell.
I'm really not bashing him. I'm just saying let's just pump the brakes a little bit. I mean, it's like, you know what? He's the greatest golf coach in the world.
Golf coach.
I will say. I mean, this is year 4, year 5. It's probably playoff games need to be
0-2.
Right. They need to be
7-9 in year 2.
Here's short. Yeah, but Kirk Cousins tore his Achilles. So that's
we went through like 4 quarterbacks.
Well,
Jaron Hall was playing against the Packers.
Well, but he's a quarterback whisperer.
Yeah, well, that's to your point. The quarterback has to ride to a certain level.
Thank you very much.
No.
Well, Dobbs is still in the league, so he must have been.
Is Max Brosmer going to be the backup? Do you think?
That's bold. I mean, it would be really bold to have 2 guys who have never played real NFL games as the 1 and 2. But I will tell you, Max Brosmer's ability to see the field process and the mental aptitude has been the most impressive.
PA said he's like one of the 2 or 3 most intellectual guys he's ever met, and I'm thinking, well, he's met Meat Sauce. He's met Morris. So, I would think he'd be up in that top range.
PA talked to him on the after a practice the other day, and I texted him. I was like, how'd that go? And he's like, he was blown away. He was like taken aback. It was.
He was idolizing and pedestalizing.
Apparently. I really didn't think you were going to hop on the air with me. I kind of wondered.
Are you hosting or is he hosting?
It's a combo.
It's a combo.
And Brett. Why not Brett?
Well,
Hey, wait! Are you going to be on the show with us tonight for Vikings football?
I used to. I had 5 different jobs over the years on the Vikings pregame show, and
let's hear them.
Go from every one.
Really,
every one of them.
Well, maybe because you're bashing the team on air.
Maybe that could. I'm not bashing. I'm being critically. I know. I'm being objective about it.
I know, but I'm hosting 9 to noon. I got to play the part.
Yeah, I guess you do. I don't know. Are
you excited for this Viking season?
Oh, I can hardly wait. No. Matter of fact, no. Listen, seriously. You ever heard the old? You ever heard the old? Speaking of fairies, the fairy tale about the genie's lamp. You rub it, the genie pops up and says, "Master, I'll give you 3 wishes."
Yeah.
If I had the genie bottle right here and rubbed it, and the genie said, "You have 3 wishes," my first wish would be to have 3 more wishes. Right? That's smart. Then the next one, the next wish would be. Now listen to this. The next wish would be that it would be 7:15 a week from Monday for the. I would give up a whole week and a half of my life right now just to get to because I've been waiting all day for Monday night. No, that's Sunday. I would give up everything. That would be my second wish if the Vikings game was starting right now. That's how excited I am for the Vikings.
Really?
Did you see some guy from CBS Sports was doing a one of those list things? Who when will all the teams lose their very first game of the season?
I saw you. That's what you were talking about yesterday when I got back in the car after racing home to make sure Harrison Smith didn't get traded.
They say the Vikings are going to lose week 1.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying it's just because this team
it's going to be a hard game.
Nobody believes in this club nationally. I don't think they do. The
Vikings?
Yeah, I don't think anybody believes in them nationally.
I think the people who know and who are aware of how talented the roster is. They kind of know. They know the team is. But the questions are what they are. Quarterback uncertainty, durability, schedule. Those are the questions. Mm-hmm. So there's a reason to have questions.
There's one question. There's only one real question in the National Football League.
Okay.
That needs to be answered.
Okay.
Will they be wearing road whites or Honolulu blue at the big game? That's the only question.
You're unbelievable. That's the Common Man.
Common.
His program is next. Thank you guys for being here. I'm Alec Lewis. I was in today with with John Krasinski, had PA from Nash Vegas. This is 9 to noon from the State Fair. Common Man is next. Brett, you did a great job producing. And,
thank you very much.
We'll see you guys soon. Vikings game tonight. Can't wait.
I was looking to see if you...